good. But where this tornado warning is, I want to make this clear. This is in Surry County. It's in effect until 2:30 p.m. I've been checking on the rotation, and what that means again is you're checking the speeds to see what the spin is like in the atmosphere out there to see if a funnel cloud is possibly forming. Right now it looks under-impressive. It does not look like there's anything to indicate a tornado in the area. Tom, I think you can agree from what you've been checking in the Weather Center. We're on the same page, of course.
Yeah, we definitely are. And I wanted to pull out just a little bit on the radar just to show how widespread we're seeing some more of that rain that is coming through the area right now.
I'm step out of the way. I'm going to let you drive, and I'll be right here. So, yeah, you pull out.
Yeah, and you can see it is starting to make its move. We've been anticipating this, that it was going to start pushing on into our area.
Right.
And we're getting some reports of some very heavy rain. You can see down here in Randolph County, also seeing some that's starting to push on up Interstate 73. You can see some very heavy rain that's also falling there in Davie County, Rowan County, Davidson County, all starting to make its way on up. But again, all of that takes a back seat to the possibility of a tornado there along the North Carolina-Virginia line, and even getting it looks like that might have has that cleared now?
Well, Tom, let's do this. Let's check the rotation again, because it doesn't look like it's cleared quite yet. We're just over 11 minutes out from this warning expiring, which I do have confidence that it will. The last we checked, the winds were not overly impressive, but like Tom mentioned while he's getting there, you know, there's a lot coming in through Lexington, through Thomasville, that could easily move up and cause issues with other warnings. But we are heavily focused right now on the warning that we have in Surry County, again in effect until 2:30. And Tom, this is great. So we're taking a look at the rotation. Go ahead and click for me, you know, in this general vicinity. I don't see anything overly impressive right now. I really don't.
I was circling around looking to see if I saw anything to focus in on, and it's not really very obvious at this point.
There's nothing very obvious, which is great news. Again, we would much rather tell them that, everybody watching that, than have to tell you that we do see something that would indicate a funnel cloud. Right now, we do not. And Tom, I think you'll agree, we'll likely see more tornado warnings pop up, but when you look at this, go ahead and click on a couple other spots. We'll show everybody what we're talking about. The rotation just not being impressive. Look at that, 7 miles an hour. And Tom, remember this morning, I mentioned this earlier, but if you're just joining us, we saw rotations well into the 70, 80, 90, even 100-mile-an-hour range. And that indicated a very serious problem. But right now near Crooked Oak, I know I told you in that area you're seeing some very heavy storms, and you are under this tornado warning in Surry County. But again, we're not seeing anything overly serious. Tom, I see you're sliding up toward Fancy Gap right now, Highway 52. If people are going to be traveling in this general vicinity, yes, it is a serious situation there, but we are not seeing anything that would indicate anything overly serious as far as the rotation is concerned at this point. That's spinning in the atmosphere, which is good. Now, as we take it back to radar, Tom, let's keep it right there for a second. I think we're looking around Fancy Gap, and we're seeing some very heavy rainfall there near Highway 5277. So that's a huge deal, too. You've got to remember, as Tom circles this, nice, I love that, Tom. It really impacts where this is. And if you're traveling kind of in this area on 77 toward Fancy Gap, a lot of this rain going to be on some of those back roads, too. Tom, let's try to zoom in street level and see what we can see. Because if I name your street off, you are under the tornado warning, and I want you to be prepared that if the rotation does pick up, you will likely have to take cover. Right now, the rotation is unimpressive, but it is a very rural area. So we'll zoom down. Let's see, what do we have there? We've got another. I'm going to step off. We're going to see exactly what's going on. Going to zoom out. We're going to go on down to our warnings for us here. We've got and
down to Biscoe, Montgomery County.
All right, we've got another warning in Randolph County. Tom, I'm going to take this real quick. I'm going to see the timing of this. We're going to go ahead and